Hello lovelies, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah and this is the place where I watch basically whatever I want. And yes, welcome back buddy, and welcome back to this week's album listen. We're here to get to what was next in the poll that I made. We have GFriend's LOL. Now, you might be wondering why I skipped over some things, because the last album that I listened to was their debut album. I think it was Glass of... I can't remember. But the Beat of Glass, I think? Not entirely sure. But with the previous album that I listened to, it was obviously their debut, and we're jumping a little bit forward, and that is because I have gotten a lot of requests for albums during my time now that I've been reacting to the GFriend. So I decided, instead of doing things that haven't been requested, I'm doing requested stuff, and this was the earliest of the requested albums. So that is why we're doing it. I hope you guys understand. But we're here with a two-parter once again. I decided to do a lot of long albums in this one. So we have 10 songs, I believe, to get to that I don't know. Or is it 9 only? I'm trying to remember. I think it's only 9. So we have intro. The intro is obviously the intro. And then there's the Gone with the NAVILLERA instrumental, as well as NAVILLERA. So I think it's 9 that I don't know. Yes, if you don't count the intro as a song, we have 9 new songs. But I am very excited to dive into it, though, to see what we have in store. So to go through what we have for today in part 1, we're going to be getting into the intro, then Fall in Love lyrics, NAVILLERA stage, LOL lyrics, Distance lyrics, and Waterflower lyrics. That is what we have for the first part. So we have a performance for NAVILLERA, and then in the next part, we're going to get into Mermaid, Sunshine, Mermaid, Sunshine, Compass, Mermaid and the performance, Sunshine, Compass, Click, Gone with the Wind, and the Gone with the Wind performance. So we have a couple of performances to get into today as well. This is going to be fun because I've decided to do that instead. It does put me at risk, of course, of getting like blocks and stuff like that, but I think it's a lot more fun than just like listening to a bunch of lyric videos, and I think you guys will agree with that. So yeah, we're splitting it up basically. So if you think about it, without NAVILLERA and without the intro, we have 5-5. Kind of, almost. So we're going to be splitting it into 5 songs plus NAVILLERA. Oh god, I can't remember. But I think we're going to split it at Mermaid. So we're watching till Mermaid, and then we're getting into till Waterflower, and then starting from Mermaid. That is how we're doing it. So I apologize about that. That was a little bit weird. But anyway, I'm excited to dive into what we have today, though. And of course, at the end of part 2, I'm going to be giving you guys my final rating. So that is what we're going to be doing today. So like I said, I hope you guys are ready. I hope you're excited. So grab something to drink, make sure you're comfortable, and we're going to get into these songs that we have for today. So we are starting off with the intro. So without further ado, let's go. Alright, lovelies, let's go ahead and get into today's album listen. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready to get into this. Also, just to let you guys know, my voice is kind of suffering today. I guess it's because I've been talking all week. But if I have any issues, if I have to mute myself and cough, then it's just because, I don't know, something is happening there. But yeah, we're going to dive into this. So like I said, we're going to do 5 songs plus the intro. So technically 6, but this intro is obviously very short, so we're just going to listen to it, and then we're going to pause while we have transition, and then we're going to talk just a little bit about it, and then we're going to dive in. So yeah, I pause a lot, I talk a lot, that's my deal, and yeah, I'm excited to dive into this. So, and also I'm going to link the NAVILLERA music video watch as well that I have done on my channel, but obviously we're going to listen to the song today, but it's up there in case you want to see it. So let's dive into this and listen to the intro first. Let's go. I'm excited for the vibe today. It's gonna be great, I just know it. I think, yeah, it says NAVILLERA, I believe. All the sprinkles and the sparkles. Na 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 NAVILLERA. Yeah. It's kind of interesting how this one was, like... It's kind of interesting how this one was the intro, but it's like they didn't put NAVILLERA first in the album. So that is intriguing to me. I guess that was a choice. But yeah, okay. I can tell definitely this is an intro to NAVILLERA. I recently listened to this song because, again, I use YouTube Music and I have a huge playlist of all of the stuff that I react to on the channel to keep track of things. That is a quite nice thing to do, by the way, if you want to. If you have a reaction channel yourself, although I don't know how many of the people that are watching this have one. But it's nice to have like a huge YouTube playlist to just keep track of it. But the song came up pretty recently, so I have listened to it pretty recently, so yeah, I just got the vibes immediately, you know? But yeah, okay, obviously that was very quick, and just like a little bit of a teaser for, I guess, the vibe for today. So now we're going to dive into the first song that we have called Fall in Love. I'm assuming, we got a little bit of a taste there, but I think we're going to have something sweet to start us off. So I just say, let's dive right in. By the way, most of these lyric videos are by the same person, Soshi's lyrics. So I decided to do these because they are, again, most viewed usually means good things, but I don't know. But I decided to do it this way, so I hope you are understanding of that. But yeah, hopefully I'm going to keep track as well, and hopefully I will not mess up with the way that I do this, because I believe that Waterflower is the last one, and then after that we're transitioning into Mermaid, so I think that is the case. I'm going to try to keep track of it. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with Fall in Love first. Let's go. Okay, string. It's been a long time since I've seen lyric videos like this, so... Oh my gosh. Listen, I forget that this is from like 2016 or 17? 2016. Yeah. So their voices are like, I feel like Una's voice is barely changed. But with the rest of the girls, I'm sure we're going to have a lot more of like that, like very sweet and very like light vocal. We're going to hear a lot of that today, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Definitely a difference. Oof. Wow. Sorry, I'm just making a bunch of noises, but I think that's all I can do because, listen, this genre of music, this style of K-pop, is just very nostalgic to me. Like, I've obviously never heard this song, but it's something about, like, again, the vibe that, like, ooh, it's so hard to do with your voice. I don't know how to do it with my voice, but like that effect that they have, and also like that heavy use of the strings and all that, like, or the violin, very much like the it of this time, you know, and I love it personally. It's just so, again, the nostalgia is heavy. This part is really pretty. It's cute. It's cute. What can I say? Ooh. Dugun, dugun. Ooh. Yes. One more time. Oh. Ooh. The way you transition there into like the full thing. Ooh, yes. Listen, this is like the perfect for this the perfect 2016 girl group package is the very, very sickly sweet almost lyrics. Again, it's the things that I mentioned. It's those effects, it's the string, it's the tempo, it's the voices, the way that they're singing it. It's like all of this just creates the perfect package for this type of era. And like I said, this is like the time that I basically entered the K-pop community, you know what I mean? The fact that it's almost been 10 years is quite wild. You know, so there's something about this era in specific that like really tugs at me because this is the things that I really fell in love with for the like in the beginning, you know. It's that thing. Pretty. Woo! I can't get over. Look at Eumji. I mean, she was very young here, but she looks adorbs. Like, so cute. Okay, that was Fall in Love. Like I said, it makes the perfect package, and I think a great song for the beginning of this album because it has that energy, it has that tempo, so you're just like, it's not too much right off the gate, but it's also just like a very nice time, and it also gets you like into their whole concept, I should say, like with the lyrics of this and stuff like that. It's very much like that girl next door type of vibe is what they have, you know, of that like, you know, that more casual, more like less of like that like over dramatic kind of love. It's just like very, like I said, very, very casual and very sweet, and just like really nice, you know? So I feel like this is a very like a nice look into the things that we have coming, you know what I mean? I think that makes a lot of sense, at least to me. But yeah, that was Fallen in Love, just very sweet overall, of course. So now we're gonna dive into, and we're gonna have to see here if we have any issues. We have the NAVILLERA comeback stage from, again, 2016, which is crazy. When I watch like comeback stages from this era, I'm just like, wow, times have changed. But yeah, I've seen the music video for this a while back. I think it was I think it was from Queendom too, I think. And that was a lot of fun. So I urge you to go over there and check it out. But it's been a while, so I'm excited to see this again. So let's dive in and check this out. We got matching outfits today. We do. Is that tennis rackets? Woo! Woo! Oh my gosh. Someone? Oh my gosh, you look so cute! The hair clips and these dresses. Simbi! I will never get over her voice. Like, I feel bad that I only recently learned the rest of the members' names in GFriend, but Yuju has, like, honestly, she has my favorite voice of the group. Like, she just constantly sings like it's, like, her life depends on it. Like, she never does anything in terms of her vocals lightly. Like, it's always like almost like she's shouting at me, and I cannot get over it because, like, her voice is stunning, of course, but, like, she always delivers with it. Adorable. Get it. Cute. Again, she is so adorable, and it doesn't help that obviously I've been starting from, usually when I do these things, I start from the beginning. Like, just, I want to squeeze the cheeks so badly, you know? Because knowing that she's younger than I am right now here, crazy, you know? Like, I love the hairstyles so much. NAVILLERA. Okay, nail polish. Adorbs. Cute. The aegyo is overflowing right now, but it has to. Do. I think I talked about this part. I think their dance breaks, if I can call it a dance break, I would assume that's just that is what terminology you would use, right? Their dance breaks are honestly, like, really, really fun, and they're always really, really good too, because they're like, they definitely go all out for it, but it also fits their style very well. Like, they don't, like, go crazy with it, you know what I mean? But it's just like, it fits very well into it every time. Same. Wait, sorry. I know that I knew that she was gonna continue, so I felt bad about that. But it's always with the high notes too. Like, she just, like I said, it constantly feels like she is singing like her life depends on it, and it's the best. Hold on. Sorry about that. Hey! Oh my god, that was a perfect pause. Holy shit. I forget that, like, ending fairies didn't exist at this point, so I was like, okay, let's see how they look. Forget that that's, like, a new thing. That's, like, 2020 onward. Anyway, that was NAVILLERA, the comeback stage. I really enjoyed that. Like I said, the song is just so nostalgic for an era that I wasn't a part of. You know what I mean? Because, like, I remember the hype for them around this time. Like, they were huge. And I think not a lot of people talked about that, you know? Or not a lot of people acknowledged that at this point. But especially in Korea, of course. They were really, really big at this time. And, like, the hype around them, like, having their return, like, this year, of course, also was just, like, I knew that was the case, but also with, like I said, the response there, you just know, like, they had a lot of impact on the industry, and I think a lot of people, like, at least for me, I just enjoy everything, but I know a lot of people who miss this era of, you know, music style and choreographies and all of that, you know what I mean? Like, it's very special for a lot of people, and like I said, I wasn't a part of it. However, I still have some connections to their earlier songs, especially Gustas Tu, Me Gustas Tu, and NAVILLERA too. Like, I really enjoyed them, you know? A lot of Spanish early on, but yeah. Butterfly. So, of course, I've checked out the music video and I knew the song before, so it isn't a new thing, but it was still fun to watch. And like I said, go check that out if you haven't done so. I hope you have. So, now we're going to dive into our next song on the chopping block. We have LOL, the title of this album, but also the title of this song. So I'm hoping for something fun. Would make sense with the title Laughing Out Loud. And yeah, let's dive in and see what we have next. Let's go. Okay, piano. Ooh! Oh, yes. It feels like I'm about to, like, play a game, you know? Like, it feels like a, like, early 2000s, like, PC ROM, or just, like, a Flash game would have, like, this song as its intro, especially this, like, this intro part, 100%. Hold on. Oh, that piano is really nice. Let's go! I was like, wait, did they not say that? Yes, they did. Sure, I'm doing it right now. That's really fun. Ooh! Okay. Oh my goodness. This is just so pop. Like, it is so pop. And I really enjoyed that. The lyrics of this are really fun too. Like, being like, hey, come on, let's show some emotion, will ya? You know what I mean? Like, of course, it's gonna be a little bit weird, and it's gonna feel, like, awkward a little bit, but, like, just do it. You're gonna feel better, you know what I mean? And, like, That is so true. That is so true. Don't feel ashamed of your emotions, especially if they're positive ones, you know? Like, don't be afraid to laugh. Just like I said, don't be afraid to laugh out loud, because some people will think it's weird, but most people won't care. And in fact, they'll probably think you're charming, because that's something that I've noticed, that I feel about other people and what other people have told me. Because I think it's also the autistic qualities, but I just don't really care about what people think about, like, oh my gosh, like, I have to be, like, quiet and whatnot. Like, I don't want to do that. I want to be open about what I do and what I feel. Like, do that, you know? Do that. And also that, like, I can't describe that, but that drum, so that time too. Yeah. Of course. Whoa. That is so classic that time too. Wow. Yes. Just so positive. So positive. Oh, okay. I was not expecting guitar solo in this type of song, but now that it's here, I'm not protesting it, but also I was not expecting it. You know what I mean? Woo! We're not done yet. Oh my gosh, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. Just like I said, it was so overly positive. And I appreciate that. Like I said, you know what I mean? Summer's here. I'm feeling good. You know, I'm on like my last time here at school, at least for the year, of course. I'm only in my second year, so I still have 1 year left, which is kind of crazy to say, but like the vibes of this is just perfect for summer. And it was, because it was released like in July, right? I think that is what I saw from the debut stage. So this is just like, again, I think that's going to be kind of a thorough line through this album. It's just going to be like summer songs all around, you know? But yeah, really fun. That last part was really lovely with the high note, and then also the intro was just like, so, I don't know. I have something for this, like, I called it a game soundtrack, kind of, and I definitely have something that connects me to that. I don't know, it's just like, it's always so just like jumpy, addictive pop music, and it's just really fun to listen to, you know? Like, I think that is something that I'm also going to experience. It's just like, everything is going to be so much fun. And obviously, singing, I don't even think I need to talk about it, but singing was great. I think that's just going to be an overall good thing, though, of course. But, yeah, oh my gosh. That was really fun. I really liked that. Wow, they did a quite amazing job there. Just like instantly pepping me up. You know what I mean? Like, almost instantly, just getting me in a good mood, you know? So, yeah, that was LOL, Laughing Out Loud. Let's move on to our next song now, which is called Distance. So, I don't know, maybe we're gonna get a little bit... Whoa! Whoa. We got freaking harmonicas in here? Okay. This is Distance. Maybe from that vibe, I don't really know. But maybe we're gonna have some ill feelings now. Maybe something is gonna be up, because I feel like not the entire thing is gonna be very positive, but we're gonna see. I mean, usually, if it's since this is 12 songs plus instrumental, you know, like, I feel that is gonna be the case, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. So let's go ahead and get into this. This is Distance. Let's go. Was not expecting. Sorry to pause immediately. I think that is a first for this channel. I don't think I've ever heard a song using harmonicas in my, like, watching career. If you'd call my YouTube channel a career, in my 3+ years, almost 4 years of doing this, never heard a harmonica. I don't think at all, unless it's just like been pushed down into my memory and I repressed it. I'm pretty sure I've never heard one before, so that is a first, very much a first. Okay. Oh my god. So we're closing the distance. We're not creating distance. We're closing the distance. These emojis are so cute. Okay, melody. Ooh. Love that. Like I said, I was not expecting that today, but let's go, you know? Some harmonica representation on the channel, you know? It's not enough people play it anymore, so, you know. And I think, yeah, we did used to own one. I think after a lot of playing on it, that my parents didn't like hearing that, you know. So I think we got rid of it, but we did used to have an harmonica, and it's really fun. It's super fun. Okay. I can't get enough though. That's very like earworm quality right there. Sorry. Whenever I try to speak Korean on camera, it always turns out badly, so I just never do it anymore, but I tried my best, okay, guys? I try my darndest. Woo! We're close in the distance, of course. Oof. Get it with those ad libs. Oh my gosh. Okay, harmonica intro and outro. Gotcha. Okay, so I was a little bit quick in my judgments, thinking that maybe this is going to be a little bit different, but we're not creating distance, like I said, we're closing the distance. So it's a little bit on my fault, but again, you know, it's like I'm getting to something new, so I'm not going to be right on everything 100% of the time. Trust me, guys. I know that, especially from my other GFriend videos. But yeah, that was really fun. Like I said, total first on the channel, but it was really enjoyable. And like I said, that little line was definitely, it's definitely going to be an earworm if you don't know what that means. It's like a, kind of like with echolalia, with like, that of like hearing something and wanting to repeat it, you know what I mean? Because it's something that's like very catchy and like very, I should say, there's always like a melody and like a rhyme to it that is like catchy too. So it's not just like words, it's like how you say it too. If that makes sense. I mean, some of you guys are gonna know what I'm talking about, of course, but yeah. Like that. I shouldn't sing on the channel, but I constantly do. But I enjoyed that though. I thought it was very nice. And similar here, just like the lyrics of this album so far have just overall been very cute, and I should have expected that, but also, you know, we have like literally half of it left to go though, so we still have some stuff left. But that being said, I believe we're on to our last song for part 1, which is Water Flower. Ooh, okay, drum. So here I have a different lyric video from somebody else, from Jenny Russ. Again, I always link all of my videos in my description, so if you're curious about where I source my videos from, if you want to know what I'm watching, it's always in the description, and I have been doing that, I think, since the beginning at this point, so you're going to be able to find everything down there. But anyway, I'm excited to dive into this, though. The title and this album are just, like, very much like my aesthetic, especially then, but also kind of now, like Waterflower, Mermaid, Sunshine, LOL, like it's all very that type of like era of just fun. And also, she's wearing a shirt that says ketchup. I like that. But I'm excited to dive into this, so let's go right ahead. Okay, drum. Woo! Okay, feeling similar here. Sorry, before we get into this, I've loved all the guitar and like that part of it too, but I know that's like present in a lot of their title tracks that I've checked out, but still, you know, I think it just adds something to it as well, because it's like not just very electronic and very just like pop, you know? If that makes any sense. I don't know. I hope that made sense. Woo! Oof. Ooh. Okay. We got a little duo singing here. I like that. All the lyrics from this era are just such cute lyrics. Just overall, I mean, it's kind of been the case, but also, yeah. Damn. Yes, piano. Yes, piano. Yeah. Cool. Yes, guitar, once again. This one definitely got speed to it, and I like that because I feel like, honestly, even though we've had that for sure in some of the other songs, I feel like this tempo is a little bit quicker, and I like that because I'm more of that vibe. Like I like my songs to feel like it's like more. It's energizing me, you know? Like, I very much love that and appreciate that. So, I'm happy to have gotten that here. Oof. Yes, absolutely. I like that a lot. I mean, this is clearly, because of course this was released during the summer, and it makes a lot of sense that there's going to be a lot of summery songs, but this is super summery, like the references to the beach, to the sea, to fireworks, to sand, I guess. I don't know if you want to call sand like summery, but to me it definitely is. As somebody who lives in a place that gets covered by snow, it very much is. But I feel like this is just like, again, we've gotten some of that, but this is very much like a summery song with its speed, with its lyrics, with the just overall vibe of it. It felt very much like a song you can listen to any like nice summer day, you know, which is where we're basically heading at. It's not that warm here anymore, yet. It is not that warm here yet, but we're on the way. We're on the way there, so I am very excited about that. But this was a lot of fun, and the notes here were very, very nice too. And these pictures are very cute. I wonder if these are concept photos. Maybe, I assume. I don't know. Concept photos and like stages and all that. Obviously, we watched NAVILLERA earlier, but they changed a lot in the past few years, and I'm not saying that that is like, that means that like this era had like bad concept photos. It's just very different in like how like they're staged and how they're set up and like the effects and all that, because I feel like nowadays like it's always so like truly like I'm looking at like a picture from like an art book, if that makes a lot of sense. Like it's a lot more different and a lot more high budget and high production than it used to be. Like I'm used to this type of thing. If this is concept photos, like it's just like we're outside, we got cute outfits on, you know, like that's just the vibe. But yeah, I like that a lot. It was just very nice. But I feel like that has been kind of a theme today. So like I said, if I counted it correctly, which like might have to look at that again, but if I counted it correctly, then we have checked out 6 songs now, including the intro, or excluding the intro. I'm trying to think. Yeah, including the intro, we've checked out 6 songs, I believe. So now we're on to the last 5, which are going to be the ones after Waterflower. I'm gonna tell you at the beginning of the next video, which of course go and check that out. I'm going to link that up there probably, or in the description of this YouTube video, so look at that. But I'm gonna leave you right here though, because I'm going to continue filming right after this, obviously. So look out for part 2. I'm going to be uploading them at the same time like I always do, so look out for it and check it out, and look out for my rating that I'm going to give this album at the end of there. Yeah, let's go ahead and say our goodbyes. And thank you for watching all the way through, by the way. You deserve a gold star. We love you. You're the pillar of this community. Join us if you want to. We're on our way to 10,000 subscribers, so do so if you wish. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel or going over to my Patreon and checking me out over there. You can also like this video, and if you have anything to request, you can leave it down in the comments below, and hopefully I'll get to it one day. So yeah, see you next time, or see you in part 2. So, bye-bye!